Launching the new home for live Grizzly athletics on the Grizzly Digital Network. We would like to thank our corporate sponsors who have made today's game possible. For more information, log on to grizzlyathletics.com. Now, here's voice of the Grizzlies, Matt Mahoney.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery. As always, I'm Matt Mahoney. We're joined today by Director of Athletics, Dr. Darin Wilson. Darin, how are we doing today?
Matt, doing great, thank you.
You have to be a proud papa this type of year with all the Grizzlies success going on.
Well, very excited. I tell you, we've built this really over two and a half years now, and it's great to see some of the fruits of our labor coming to fruition right now.
Some of the ways we get to kind of reminisce and recap. We had the banquet a couple weekends ago. Did a great job hosting it, great spectacle. Did you have a moment where you get to go, wow, that happened this year?
Well, a couple things. I think looking at all the different accolades that our student athletes were able to receive this year, it's always nice to honor what we do as a Grizzly Award, where we see our student athletes give back, and then obviously our Players of the Year. And you did a great job with our videos this year. You know, the highlight videos, the senior videos. I thought the whole banquet atmosphere was outstanding, and I thought our student athletes were really appreciative of what we put on.
And I like making those videos because you go, I forgot that happened. And it was a couple days ago with baseball or walk-off wins with softball. It just seems so distant. How fast does the year go by in your eyes?
Well, not only this year, it's how fast has 2.5, almost 3 years gone by to this point. So the year flies by. It's hard to believe that we're finally at postseason play. I sent our tennis coach, Chase Hodges, a note this morning saying, you know, this is what we've built for 2 years, and why we tried so hard to get you here as our head coach. And you know, he's getting ready to go into national tournament play, and you know, how exciting is that to have two teams that are going to compete for a national championship.
Speaking of Coach Hodges, his tennis men's program, now our baseball program, we've added 2 more trophies to the trophy case. A little different than baseball to tennis, but how'd you find out about that tennis had won the AI championship, and did you have a moment to celebrate?
Well, it's pretty cool with Chase being able to coach and not have to be in the moment in the game, kind of like a baseball coach. So he's able to text me. So he keeps me updated throughout the matches, which I appreciate, and was great, obviously, to have that championship, as well as our baseball championship. Got to see some of that online, but our head athletic trainer, James Williams, does a great job keeping us posted and really inning by inning and then out by out in the finals of that tournament.
What was going through your mind? You almost have to feel helpless, because sometimes I feel helpless when you watch these games, because all work goes in beforehand and then you turn it over to players and coaches. Do you become a fan? Do you get excited and anxious and whatnot?
Well, you know how that goes. And being a baseball guy, it's probably the reason I got out of coaching, because I get too excited and too anxious. So it's better to have me on the other side of the fence, so to speak. But, you know, the time that I got a little anxious in the baseball tournament was when we were down a run in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs.
Down to our last out of the tournament.
What's going on, and then you see that we've got the walk, and then we steal the base, and then you know Pat Long comes up with a huge hit. So again, great job by Coach Stromdahl making a change there, and then to win it in the bottom of the 10th. I mean, how exciting is that?
Unbelievable. One of the cool things we also get to do is hosting these tournaments. Just hosted the AI softball tournament. What did you learn about that experience and hosting an event like that?
Well, we've got a great staff, first and foremost. I mean, Sean Gillespie did a great job being the coordinator for that tournament. You and Ned, you know, Doug Cord, Aaron, just all the people behind the scenes that folks out on the playing surfaces never know it's happening. But if you don't do a lot of preparation and make sure everything is going the way you want it to go beforehand, you can have some real issues. But we were blessed and fortunate and lucky, all of those things, because we had great weather, great preparation. The field was in outstanding shape, and you know, Kat Ihlenburg and her staff have done a great job. And it's hard to believe they've got 39 wins and aren't going to go to a postseason tournament because the AI is so strong.
Yep. We also get to host another tournament coming up. NAIA Opening Round Baseball National Tournament starts next Monday. What's in store for that event?
Well, it's very special. Only 9 sites across the country get to host, and in year one, really, of postseason play, to get to host this type of tournament is extremely special. So we're going to have 4 other teams come in from we don't know where. As you know, they don't even announce it until late Friday night, and these teams are practicing here on Sunday. So we could have a team from California, we could have teams from the north, from the south, from the east. We feel pretty confident about us being the 1 seed, which is critical in this, because the 1 seed gets a bye. But we're looking forward to hosting. I mean, it ought to be a great event. and certainly would love for the folks in Lawrenceville to come out and support the Grizzlies.
We've talked to Coach Strombo about that before. The bracket actually gets released Friday night locally at 8 o'clock. So you can get on the NAI website, nai.org, or you can get on our website, grizzlyathletics.com. We'll have the full field and all the information to get you set for that tournament starting on Monday. Now, the tough question, where will you be on Monday and Tuesday? Baseball starts their national tournament trip. Tennis is going to start their national tournament trip in Mobile. Is that going to be a hard decision next week?
It's not a hard decision because we're hosting. So I'll be with baseball through the completion of that tournament. So whether that's Wednesday and then there's an if necessary on Thursday, and then we'll head out Thursday night, and we're going to put pressure on Coach Hodges to make sure he's in the semifinals of the men and women tennis tournament, and we'll go down to Mobile and hopefully bring back 1 or 2 national championships.
We'll have Coach Hodges on later, so I'll be sure to pass that information along.
Coach,
make sure you're there on Thursday so we can be there on Thursday. One more note, Coach Strombo, we wish he was here. We wish we could plop that AI trophy right here. They've obviously won the championship 2 days ago. Where are they at? When's the last time you talked to them? They're on their way back.
They're on their way back. They just landed in Charlotte a few minutes ago with a layover and headed back now to bring the AI trophy back. But it's pretty amazing. You know, we sponsor 6 sports here, and 3 of them have already won conference championships this year. So very special. And like I said, now we're going into the heart of postseason play, and we'll see if we can make a little run.
We'll have to get Coach Strombo and the AI trophy and maybe a bigger trophy on down the road.
Absolutely.
We'll see. Darin, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it here. Any expectations, any predictions, calls moving forward here? What are you looking forward to? What's going to make you happy over the next couple weeks or so?
Well, you know, postseason play, you want to get there first. I mean, our teams have put themselves in a great position in terms of seeding, with men's and women's tennis being the 2 and 3 seed going in, and and baseball is going to be a 1 seed at home. So if they have a chance to win that thing, they're going to have a great seed in the World Series. So 3 very difficult tournaments to play in, 3 very difficult tournaments to win, but you always want to put yourself in position to win a championship, and these 3 teams have done that.
Darin, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks,
appreciate
man.
it. Go Grizzlies, right?
Go Grizzlies.
Go Grizzlies. We'll take a break. We'll come back here with more on Grizzlies Live at Newk's Eatery. We'll have Ken Ihlenburg, our softball coach, next. This is the Grizzly Digital Network.
Hello, I'm Dr. Darin Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. Our administrators, coaches, and staff are proud to be one of the newest members in the NAIA. We aim to uphold the NAIA Champions of Character principles by promoting a positive climate for growth while fostering relationships within Georgia Gwinnett College, Lawrenceville, and Gwinnett County. In addition, we embrace our core values for the Grizzly Athletic Department: sportsmanship, leadership, service, responsibility, and pursuing excellence. Our mission is to develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence. Go Grizzlies.
As a member of the NAIA, Georgia Gwinnett College is responsible for the actions of its coaches, student athletes, faculty and staff, fans, boosters, and alumni. We are committed to the principle of institutional control and operate in our athletics program in a manner consistent with the letter and spirit of the NAIA and Georgia Gwinnett College. We expect our student athletes to be model students in the classroom by offering academic support services in a variety of ways throughout their collegiate career. From study halls and tutoring to mentoring and personal growth and development training, GGC puts academic success at the forefront of our mission. Go Grizzlies!
Grizzly fans, you can purchase your season passes today. Packages are available for the fall or spring, or all sporting events throughout the 2013-14 season. You can find out more information by calling the Office of Athletics at 678-407-5275 or by visiting the game day ticket window. Single game discounts are available on game day, including youth, senior, military, and group rates. Tickets are selling fast as the Grizzlies take the field and compete for postseason championships for the very first time. We invite you to come experience fast-paced collegiate athletics at a friendly price. Visit grizzlyathletics.com for more information and be sure to purchase your season tickets today. Are you tracking the very latest with Grizzly Athletics? Stay up to date by following Grizzly Athletics on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can join the conversation by using the hashtag Grizzly Athletics all season long. And as always, catch all the recaps, stats, and news on grizzlyathletics.com. Don't be left out. Follow all the latest with Grizzly Athletics online.
Welcome back to Grizzlies Live. I think that's the name of the show. Grizzlies Live at Newk's Eatery. We're joined now by head coach Kevin Ihlenburg of our softball program. Coach, how are we doing today?
Outstanding, Matt.
I want to first and foremost, before we get any further, I want to apologize for cutting our interview on Friday. I don't want you to feel like you're the Matt Damon of the Jimmy Kimmel show. But with the tournament, it's hectic. It's back to back to back, and we've got 15 minutes to stop one post game and start the pregame. So, and it's one of those moments too. I'm sure that you go from coach to counselor real quickly. That those student athletes are a little bit more important.
Yeah, we left the window open. The door just wasn't open for the rest of our season, and I won't get choked up, but it's hard thinking about it now. That wow, it really has come to an end, and what a great season. And man, seniors, thank you. But we'll build it.
We'll start with a happy thought.
Yeah.
Thursday morning, we start the tournament, and we play Lindenwood Bellevue, and we win.
Yeah.
First ever win in postseason history for a softball program. Because how hectic and crazy it is, have we had a chance to enjoy that win yet?
It's funny, no, and in a sad way. Like, I think I'll enjoy it maybe after I talk to all the girls and I have meetings set up. It's part of the process. But I wasn't nervous at all. Ask anybody. I'm putting windshield wipers on my brother's car, and Darin's like, "Yeah, what are you doing? You have a game in 2 hours." I'm like, "I'm fine." And I literally stepped foot in the third base box, and it was like the whole world crashed. And I was like, "Oh God, we have a game. I gotta win." And then the girls, we just played, and they were great. I mean, and then let's fast forward, and I know you're gonna say it's LSUA, and we just played.
Yeah.
It was. Parts of it were awful, but it was a great game.
Yeah.
So proud to coach those girls.
Quick turnaround too. Goes into Thursday night, takes on LSUA.
Yeah.
14-13 in extra innings. Can't say enough about top of the seventh, down by 3. Kalar Senior steps up. Give me a whammy off the board right there.
Yeah.
You rally, tie the ball game.
Yeah.
How much energy was used Thursday night?
That was, I want to say, the pinnacle of our season. There were a lot of things that went on in that game that I just thought, man, we're going to win it.
Yeah.
Like, it's like that, a league of their own moment where you see Stool and you go, we're going to win.
Yeah.
And that's what I felt, And so to come out on the losing end, I think it really did just take that wind and turn our sails in a different direction. Don't blame the loss, but it was like that was our championship. We win that game, and we're fighting for the next level. So it happens.
And by the way, does it help or hurt the fact that LSUA is the number 3 team in the country?
They hit the ball freaking hard, Matt.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't seen a lot of girls hit the ball that hard. And, you see where teams are and why they're ranked where they are. And they certainly earned that victory, too.
So how much was left in the tank? You go late into Thursday night, come right back around Friday pretty early to try to make a run out of loser's bracket.
I think what killed us in the LSU game was our mental game. We weren't mentally prepared for how hard and how aggressive they were going to be, even though we talked the talk.
Yeah.
Then we walked the walk. So in the Houston game, it was like physically we were tired, but I think mentally we knew what we had to do, but physically, you could tell in some of our at-bats and some of our throws, we just weren't as sharp as we've been all season. So it gives me fuel to say this is what I need to do to get us ready next year, and I'm ready to do it.
It answers my next question. If you could change anything about whether it be the approach, and of course hindsight's 2020.
Of course.
What is that something you would change? It's a different mentality going into that second day?
Absolutely. I mean, mentally, I think that's where we lost it. And I hate that because you think you're doing things and firing on all cylinders, and you watch one thing turn into another. We haven't had an 8-run inning all season.
Yep.
And there's 2 calls that go one way, different inning. It's not in the umpire's hands, ladies. It's in your hands. You can't lead off the game with a walk. You can't let that runner get to third on a bunt. You can't let that runner steal second. So there were just things that we had kind of crumble quickly in that inning that really cost us.
How did you address your team after the loss? Maybe the season was over. You kind of thought so. Bracket comes out. Now officially we're not.
Right.
But how did you address the team, especially a group of very special 5 seniors?
Sure. Just tell them that this is where we needed to get to this season. And, they've set a standard that we can't let go.
Yeah, and I think it's great to me to how I was raised in my winning philosophy. We've hit the fast forward button 3 times in our athletic department, and it's almost not fair.
Yeah.
And so you do have to build this process. So going from, you had 20 wins, 18 wins, and now 39 wins, that's what building a program is about. And my only question is, do the seniors understand what they've done?
Yeah, I met with all 5 of them yesterday.
That's awesome.
I said, regardless of the outcome at 6 o'clock last night, knowing if we made it or not, I need to meet with the seniors right away. I need to get their feelings. And they said, Coach, there's 2 things you need to keep. And they established it. They established our core values, which are trust, respect, and integrity. They're like, you preach that, and we live that as a team. Don't let that go away. And I gave each of them a hug. I said, ladies, I didn't do that. You guys came up with that. I implement it. I make sure you hold yourselves accountable to it, but they're the ones who created it. And if all 5 of them to say that, it was like, okay. And then we have bear partners, which we can get into later, but they're like, keep the bears. The bears are awesome. And it's like, they didn't even address the wins and losses. They know what's coming, and they're proud to be a part of it.
So I guess it's easy to say here, had they already gotten over the loss, or is it still going to hang with them?
No, it hangs with them, because I texted them last night, and I said, we didn't get a bid, and said some of the teams that did, and of course, people that were fired up about got a bid, but that's okay. They've been around, they've earned it. So they're like, Coach, you need to get it next year. The championship and the berth. I'm like, that comes hand in hand, ladies, but of course.
So it's not coming from administration or your assistant coaches, the pressure. Now you've got this alumni group that started the program that's going to call you after every game and say, Coach, what is going on down here?
Yeah, they're going to be like, why did you bolt with 1 out, Coach? That's crazy.
Little inside joke there. Maybe we'll say that for the summer. We got some summer episodes coming up here. We'll an unbelievably great
Thank
experience.
You, Matt. I appreciate your support.
Can't thank you enough for having a front row seat to it all.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure covering you guys.
It's been fun.
Looking forward to it. Head to softball coach Kat Ihlenburg. We're going to take another break here. We'll come back with our head men's and women's tennis coach Chase Hodges right here on Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network.
Hello, I'm Dr. Darin Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. Our administrators, coaches, and staff are proud to be one of the newest members in the NAIA. We aim to uphold the NAIA Champions of Character principles by promoting a positive climate for growth while fostering relationships within Georgia Gwinnett College, Lawrenceville, and Gwinnett County. In addition, we embrace our core values for the Grizzly Athletic Department: sportsmanship, leadership, service, responsibility, and pursuing excellence. Our mission is to develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence. Go Grizzlies!
As a member of the NAIA, Georgia Gwinnett College is responsible for the actions of its coaches, student-athletes, faculty and staff, fans, boosters, and alumni. We are committed to the principle of institutional control and operate in our athletics program in a manner consistent with the letter and spirit of the NAIA and Georgia Gwinnett College. We expect our student-athletes to be model students in the classroom by offering academic support services in a variety of ways throughout their collegiate career. From study halls and tutoring to mentoring and personal growth and development training, GGC puts academic success at the forefront of our mission. Go Grizzlies!
Grizzly fans, you can purchase your season passes today. Packages are available for the fall or spring or all sporting events throughout the 2013-14 season. You can find out more information by calling the Office of Athletics at 678-407-5275 or by visiting the game day ticket window. Single game discounts are available on game day, including youth, senior, military, and group rates. Tickets are selling fast as the Grizzlies take the field and compete for postseason championships for the very first time. We invite you to come experience fast-paced collegiate athletics at a friendly price. Visit grizzlyathletics.com for more information and be sure to purchase your season tickets today. Are you tracking the very latest with Grizzly Athletics? Stay up to date by following Grizzly Athletics on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can join the conversation by using the hashtag Grizzly Athletics all season long. And as always, catch all the recaps, stats, and news on grizzlyathletics.com. Don't be left out. Follow all the latest with Grizzly Athletics online.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery. We're joined now by the one and only head coach of our tennis programs, Chase Hodges. Coach.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Apparently you have a bye to the Final Four, and we expect you to be there on Thursday.
I guess so. I don't know if I can handle all this pressure. Jeez. Unbelievable.
Are your teams ready? I mean, they've been waiting all year long for this.
Yes.
They're ready to go, right?
Yeah, we're ready to go. Starting this week, we've been doing 2-a-days.
2 days.
2 practices.
Like what you do in preseason camp. Once in the morning, once in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Before the national tournament.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah.
Why?
Make sure we're ready, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Mobile is going to be hot. It's going to be 80, 90 degrees. It's hot here. So we've been training. There will be no excuse from a conditioning standpoint on our end. And, that's the way we see it.
Where coaches all the time give me the cliche, Brad is the worst at it. He gives me we're just trying to get better today, one game at a time. Week by week we're getting better.
Sure.
Where are we at in that process? Are we getting better? Are we playing our best tennis right now?
Definitely playing our best tennis. We're healthy. We got everybody on the men and women's side ready to make a run. Now it's just a matter of going to Mobile and putting it together and getting it done.
Now help me out here, help our fans out too. Bracket gets released yesterday. On the women's side here, we're going to be the number 2 seed, which is 24 teams, single elimination. Stop me if I'm wrong here. 24 teams, single elimination, and we're the 2 seed, right? So it's do or die, one and done, you blink and it could be over.
Sure. Yeah. The way it works, women are the 2 seed, men are the 3 seed. The top 8 seeds in each bracket get a bye, so we're in the round of 16 right out of the gates.
Nice.
So the 9 through 24 teams will play a first round.
Yep.
And the top 8 have a bye. So both teams did get a bye. So we're sitting here in the round of 16 right out of the gates, which is great.
Yeah.
So win, you advance, you lose, your season's over, you head back to Lawrenceville.
The multiple defending national champion in the AUM, Auburn Montgomery, is the 4 seed. They won a dozen national championships or so. The 1 seed Xavier, we're the 2. Lindsey Wilson's the 3. They're the 4. And then Embry-Riddle's the 5.
Sure.
Other than Auburn Montgomery, none of those teams have won a national championship.
Sure.
That's the only stat I got for you. How much weight do you put on the fact that, hey, we're in the top 5 and you look to your left and look to your right and they never won a national championship either? How much weight do you put on having won a national championship?
That's a great way to look at it. And that's what we're stressing to the women's team is anybody can win this thing. And that's the 110% truth. Any team can win this. We just have to go out there, and it all comes down to who wants it more. The team that's going to be hungry is the one that's going to win.
And to put more pressure on you, you wouldn't face that
keep putting it on.
Auburn Montgomery team that's won 13 national championships until the championship game, right?
I mean, we got to take it one at a time.
There's the cliches I love. There's the cliches I love. But in all honesty, is there a team when you look at the field and you look at the bracket and how it matched up, do you kind of go, wouldn't mind playing them? I mean, we got something on the table for them, something special.
Xavier, we've played them twice. We got a win over them, so we know we can beat that team. They got a good team. You never know what will happen if they make the final, if we make the final. But, Lindsey Wilson is a strong 3 seed. But even in the quarterfinal, I mean, if it goes true to form, the 7 seed SCAD, the team we played earlier in the season, that'll be a difficult test. So we're just going to have to, one at a time.
I'll take it.
You're making me I don't want to overlook anybody.
Fair enough.
All right, respect for all these teams.
Let's flip over to the men's side there. The defending national champion is Embry-Riddle, number 1. AUM 2, we're 3. Vanguard out of California is 4. And Lindsey Wilson's number 5.
Sure.
I'll take us out of the equation, make it easy on you. Who's the best team on the men's bracket?
Either Embry-Riddle or AUM.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to pick. They didn't play this season, so both those teams are very good. If we're fortunate enough, we get to face AUM in the semifinal. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. That'll be 2 heavyweights going at it.
Yeah.
And you never know.
And a little bit more experience on the men's side. The national championship trophy, so to speak, has been passed around from school to school. So we're right in the thick of things with teams that are very quality. It's not like the women's, why not us? More like the guys. We're going to have to prove ourselves here. Nothing's going to be handed to us.
Absolutely. We've been sitting at that number 3 position all year, kind of just plateaued and didn't move, and that's fine. So hopefully we'll get an opportunity to show what we're made of, and I think when we do, we'll play our best tennis.
You've mentioned it all year long. There's some strategy that goes into the starting lineup and how you play. You don't have to give me 1 through 6 right now, but do you know what you're going to do as you progress through the tournament with that strategy?
Well, the way it works is the lineup that you start with, you have to play with that lineup the whole tournament. So unless you have an injury or you pull a guy out and everyone has to move up or something of that nature, you can't change lineups between matches. You just can't do that. So we're going to have to win with the lineup we have in that first match.
So with 1 through 6 singles and the 3 doubles, you're ready to go. You could write it down right now if you needed to.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Absolutely. We got it down.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And Coach, again, the tournament starts May 13th, next Tuesday. We don't play until Wednesday.
We play on Wednesday, correct.
Okay. Good deal. Mobile, Alabama, stay on the NAI website, nai.org, our website, grizzlyathletics.com. I got nothing else for you, man. I don't have a hoorah speech for you. I just got...
Well, we've been waiting 2 years for this, so...
Yeah.
This is exciting for both programs, and we've had a lot of support from the administration, and we're just looking forward to representing GGC in the best way.
I'll cut you a deal.
What's that?
I'll see you on Thursday. If you're hanging out in Mobile, I'll come hang out with you
Quarterfinal?
too. Yeah.
Okay.
Or the semifinals, whenever you guys get there. Whatever the pressure that Darin's putting on
the
you. Whatever.
semifinal until Friday.
Okay, Friday, I'll cut you a deal. I'll come hang out with you Friday. If you're still playing in Mobile, I'll come over there. But if you're back, we'll go get some lunch or something. So just know that you got a date with me on Friday.
Sounds good.
No pressure or swing hats whatsoever.
I appreciate that.
The only difference will be whether I bring my camera or not, okay?
That sounds good. Hey, we'll make it work.
Chase, thanks for joining us on the show here. Head men's and women's tennis coach Chase Hodges. They go to Mobile for the NAIA National Championships, which starts next Tuesday. I'm Matt Mahoney. We're going to come back and wrap things up with a nice little bow. This is Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network.
That was good.
I'm Dr. Darin Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. Our administrators, coaches, and staff are proud to be one of the newest members in the NAIA. We aim to uphold the NAIA Champions of Character principles by promoting a positive climate for growth while fostering relationships within Georgia Gwinnett College, Lawrenceville, and Gwinnett County. In addition, we embrace our core values for the Grizzly Athletic Department: sportsmanship, leadership, service, responsibility, and pursuing excellence. Our mission is to develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence. Go Grizzlies!
As a member of the NAIA, Georgia Gwinnett College is responsible for the actions of its coaches, student athletes, faculty and staff, fans, boosters, and alumni. We are committed to the principle of institutional control and operate in our athletics program in a manner consistent with the letter and spirit of the NAIA and Georgia Gwinnett College. We expect our student athletes to be model students in the classroom by offering academic support services in a variety of ways throughout their collegiate career. From study halls and tutoring to mentoring and personal growth and development training, GGC puts academic success at the forefront of our mission. Go Grizzlies!
Grizzly fans, you can purchase your season passes today. Packages are available for the fall or spring, or all sporting events throughout the 2013-14 season. You can find out more information by calling the Office of Athletics at 678-407-5275 or by visiting the Game Day ticket window. Single game discounts are available on game day, including youth, senior, military, and group rates. Tickets are selling fast as the Grizzlies take the field and compete for postseason championships for the very first time. We invite you to come experience fast-paced collegiate athletics at a friendly price. Visit grizzlyathletics.com for more information and be sure to purchase your season tickets today. Are you tracking the very latest with Grizzly Athletics? Stay up to date by following Grizzly Athletics on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can join the conversation by using the hashtag Grizzly Athletics all season long. And as always, catch all the recaps, stats, and news on grizzlyathletics.com. Don't be left out. Follow all the latest with Grizzly Athletics online.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery. Glad to have everybody aboard. Thanks for tuning in. Big thanks to Greg and Bill and the great staff here at Newk's. Now that the weather's warming up, their catering orders are flying off the shelf. So get your orders in early in the morning. They can meet any of your needs by lunchtime the same day. So big thanks to them allowing us to have the show here, and especially moving forward in the summer here. If you click on the portal there, it'll give you an idea of what our schedule will be like moving forward. We'll take next week off because we're hosting the opening round of the baseball tournament. So no episode on the 14th. We'll have another one May 21st. Depending on how things go, we'll let you know where and when and how. But be sure to be back here May 21st for Grizzlies Live. We'll call it at Newk Eatery. But 12 o'clock, 21st, we'll see you there. Other promos we got, as always, Grizzly Game Bites. Sign up for it. Grizzly Club is going great. We're able to host the AI tournament and the NAIA opening round tournament because of your generous donations. Jump on board with the Grizzlies and their trek toward a national championship in the Grizzly Club. Appreciate all you guys out there. Again, opening round starts next Monday, May 12th through the 15th. Welcome Brad Stromdal and the Grizzlies, the AI champions, back at the Grizzly Baseball Complex right here in Lawrenceville. Tickets are available at the ticket booth on game day. What else we got here? Got a brand new producer, Doug Court, helping out. Doug, thumbs up. Great job. What am I missing, Doug? Help me out. Do it all, Doug. We got. We're going to take next week off. Then we got the 21st. That's good news. Chase Hodges and Company, they take off from Mobile, Alabama. As always, stay tuned to our website, grizzlyathletics.com, to keep up with everything that's going on, even in the postseason. Ned Colgrove, big shout out to him, working hard this off season. That'll do it. I'm Matt Mahoney, signing off here from Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery, saying so long, everybody. This is the Grizzly Digital Network.
I'd like to thank thank all of our corporate sponsors who have made today's game possible. You can watch this game and previous games by clicking the On Demand tab at the top of the page. In addition, you can watch coaches' shows and weekly feature stories all on the Grizzly Digital Network by clicking the On Demand tab as well. For the latest information, including game recaps, schedules, and so much more, visit grizzlyathletics.com.